Hey guys, this is part 13 of my story Torn Apart. I hope you enjoy it. Disclaimer: the characters and pictures do not belong to me. All rights belong to their rightful owners. I don't see the characters the way I portray them in my story. As a reminder, my first language is not English. My English is not the best. This story contains a lot of angst. It will also have +16 scenes in later parts. I advise not to read this story if you are under 16 or not comfortable with these topics. Warning: mention of suicide attempt, depression, violence, underage drinking, assault, and sex. Texts between mean that they are the thoughts of the respective person. Osamu's point of view. Osamu was the whole day nervous. Osamu couldn't fall asleep when he got home from the hospital. He kept turning over in bed. It felt good for him to have his brother with him again. It felt almost the same as before. But the fear of the conversation was huge. Since he couldn't sleep, he went to school and picked up Motoya and Kiyomi in training. He wanted to talk to the coach anyway. Before entering the gym, he put on a mask, knowing that Kiyomi wasn't feeling well all day as his phobia kicked in. He wanted to make Kiyomi feel safe when they are alone. He knew that Kiyomi wouldn't have a problem hugging or kissing him if he wasn't wearing a mask, but he knew his lover would still feel more comfortable if he wore one. When he entered the gym, the whole team ran to him. "Oh my God, Osamu, how are you? How is the other boy who was hurt? What about Hachiko? What got into him that he attacked you? Everyone calm down and sit down." Then Osamu can speak. He laid his jacket on the floor a little apart from the others for Kiyomi to sit on. Osamu sat down on the bench with Motoya. Motoya put his hand on Osamu's back to calm him down. "As you all noticed, I changed schools 3 months ago for personal reasons. 5 weeks ago I started getting worse again because of this. That's why I started drinking alcohol with Hachiko. He took advantage of my drunken state 2 weeks ago and kissed me. He caught me up after school the next day and confessed his feelings for me, but I rejected him. That was the first time he attacked me, but after that he left me alone, so I didn't tell anyone. But as I found out over the weekend, Hachiko told Omi that I had sex with him, which of course is not true. Motoya and I spoke to the coach over the weekend and told him everything. Because of this, Hachiko has been kicked out of the team. I think that's why he attacked me yesterday. The boy who was injured has a concussion and some bruises but is otherwise fine. He was allowed to leave the hospital again this afternoon. I'm actually fine. I wasn't badly hurt. I only have a bruise on my back and head. I should be able to train again soon. I'm not ready to talk further about what exactly happened. So please don't ask me any questions. I'll tell you all the whole story at some point. I would also like to thank you for being so patient over the last few weeks. Coach, can I speak to you alone? Of course. Make a 6v6 until I get back." Osamu and the coach enter the coach's office. Osamu sat down in the chair opposite his coach. "I think I owe you an apology and an explanation for my behavior. I want to tell you why I've been behaving so badly these past few weeks. You don't have to tell me anything you're not willing to share. I've known since you joined our team that you must have problems. I just want you to know that if you need someone to talk to, I'll listen. I want to tell you everything. I have to face my problems. I can't keep putting off talking about it, otherwise I'll never be able to get out of this vicious circle. And I think it's also good for me to talk about it with someone who had nothing to do with it. I think it might be easier for me to talk to Osamu that way." Osamu told his coach the whole story. He had to start crying several times. The coach listened attentively. When Osamu started to cry for the first time, The coach got up and stood in front of Osamu. He held out tissues and put a hand on his shoulder. When Osamu told everything, the coach also had tears in his eyes. Unbelievable that you had to go through so many terrible things at such a young age. If you need someone to talk to, you can come to me anytime. Thank you, coach. I will come back to your offer. My brother and ex-best friend are here and I want to talk to them tomorrow after school. The boy who got hurt yesterday is actually my former best friend. I want to forgive my brother and that's why I want to talk to him. But I don't think I will be able to face him if Toya and Omi aren't with me. That's why I would like to ask you if we can skip the training tomorrow. I want to forgive my brother, but it's not so easy to talk about it without my two support persons. Of course you can skip the training. If it's because of something important, I don't mind. Thank you, coach. It helps a lot to know that I get so much support. I promise you that if I ever get the urge to drink again, I will talk to you. Let's go. The practice has been over for 20 minutes. Your friends are probably already waiting to go home. When they came back into the gym, all the team members were still there. Everyone was on the court. Kiyomi and Motoya stood apart from everyone. You could see that the ace wasn't doing so well. The whole incident the day before was too much for him. Seeing his lover in a hospital again and the many germs he was exposed to was too much for him. We love you, Osamu. Miya. You are one of us. Osamu cried when he heard his whole team say those words in sync. Thanks, guys. That means a lot to me. Sumu, if you need someone to talk to other than those two over there, you can come to one of us. We will all be there for you if you need us. I've learned a lot since you've been on our team. Thanks to you, I'm as good as I am today. You can count on me. I look up to you. You always smile and try to make us all laugh. I really appreciate that about you. You always try to keep the mood of the team up. So we all will try to keep your mood high. Osamu was in tears. The words of his team touched him deeply. He fell into a group hug with the whole team. I thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. I am very happy to know that I have so many people behind me who support me. But I'm very tired because I couldn't sleep much at night. I would be happy if I could go home and sleep. We can talk more another time. Osamu walked over to Kiyomi and Motoya. He fell into his best friend's arms. Motoya hugged him back. After they broke the hug, Osamu brought out a small bottle of sanitizer that he always keeps in his pocket. In fact, he keeps a small bottle in each of his jackets, school, and gym bags, and pants in case Kiyomi is uncomfortable. So he can take his hand and Kiyomi knows it's clean. Osamu always took masks with him. If he goes to a place where there are many people and he cannot keep his distance from them, he wore one. Osamu did many things for Kiyomi that weren't necessary, but he did it anyway because he wanted to make his partner as comfortable as possible. Like wearing a mask, sanitizing his hands, or avoiding hugging other people. He was only in for the group hug because he was very emotional. Osamu disinfected his hands and held out the small bottle to Kiyomi. He also disinfected his hands. Osamu put the bottle back in his pocket. He held out his hand for Kiyomi to take. The ace took the hand and interlaced their fingers together. The couple smiled at each other. Ready to go home, baby? Yes, let's go, my love. The three made their way home. They talked to each other a lot. Or rather, Motoya and Osamu were talking while Kiyomi walked silently beside them. Kiyomi would shut down when his phobia got worse. When he was outside, he always became quiet and withdrew into himself. Motoya and Osamu always tried to support him so that he would get better soon. Since Kiyomi has Osamu by his side, he's felt like this less and less, and when he felt that way, Osamu always made him quickly feel better. Toya, I'm going to Omi's house. Your parents know about it? Yes, I thought so. Do you have your school things or should I take them with me tomorrow? They stood in front of Kiyomi's home. I have everything. I'm going to my brother's tomorrow after school. And you want us to come with you, right? Yes, please. I'm very afraid to face my brother alone when I talk to him. Baby, if you don't feel good enough, I can call Kajai to come with me? No, it should go tomorrow. If they don't touch me, it should work. Thank you, baby. Toy, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, you too. Take good care of my cousin, he was having a bad day. I will. Come on, baby, let's go in and take a shower. The two went inside and Motoya made his way to his home. Kiyomi first went to the bathroom and took a shower. Osamu put Kiyomi's school things away and also went to the bathroom. Baby, shall I help you scrub your back? Osamu blushed at his words. Why, yes. That would help. Kiyomi blushed too. Osamu put his fresh clothes next to Kiyomi's. He took off his clothes and threw them in the laundry basket. He took a deep breath, pulled the shower curtain aside and stepped inside. He closed the curtains and turned to his partner. Both were very red in the face. Osamu took a sponge and Kiyomi's disinfectant shower gel. He rubbed Kiyomi's back with it. As an exception, he himself showered with Kiyomi's shower gel because he was hugged by many today. Kiyomi calmed down after feeling clean again. He turned and looked at his lover. He brushed some blonde strands from his face. He put both hands on Osamu's back. He pulled him towards him. Thank you, my love, for understanding me and support me. I don't know what I would do if I don't have you. For me it goes without saying. You always support me too. Kiyomi kissed the slightly smaller one in front of him. Osamu immediately put his arms around the other. I love you, baby. Thank you for staying by my side. I couldn't face my brother tomorrow if it wasn't for you. Osamu pushed himself up and caught his lover's lips. Kiyomi wrapped his arms around his partner's back and pulled him as close as he could. He slid one hand down and gently grasped Osamu's. Go to my Insta if you want to see the smut scene. The couple went to the bedroom together. Kiyomi lay on his back and Osamu lay on top of him. Kiyomi wrapped his arms around him. The two lay there for a while. Baby, are you feeling better? Yes. It helps a lot that you are with me. In the hospital were just too many sick people and far too many germs. The hospital has also brought back some bad memories. I'm so sorry for what happened back then. I shouldn't have just let you walk away after our fight. I am so sorry, baby. It wasn't your fault back then. You couldn't have known what happened. It was my own fault. I didn't take your feelings into account when I was flirting with Kita in front of you. I was so stupid to act like that after I told you that I cheated on you. It's not your fault. You had no idea how bad I really was at the time. Kiyomi sat up, causing Osamu to sit up as well. They looked into each other's eyes. You could see the horror in Kiyomi's eyes. I was always scared to ask you that, but we promised each other no secrets, so I need to know. When you had the accident 2 weeks ago, was it really an accident? I would like to say that it was just an accident, but the truth is I tried to kill myself. I was just lucky that the car swerved and I was only slightly injured. But can we please not talk about that today? I'll tell Osamu everything tomorrow and then tell about that too. But today I still need rest. I haven't slept much. Okay, but we need to talk about this? I'm tired too, let's sleep. Kiyomi was in tears. The couple lay down together again. They held each other tight to give each other comfort. Next day at lunch break, Osamu went straight to Kiyomi and Motoya's classroom after class. When he got to the classroom, Kiyomi was already outside but without Motoya. Where is Toya? Is he still inside? Yes, teacher wanted to talk to him. Because he was distracted yesterday and today. He didn't pay much attention to the class. We have to talk to him. I think something happened on the weekend. I asked for Akagi if he knew something. But he doesn't answer my calls. I think something happened between them. I agree with you. We have to talk to him before it gets worse. I should have talked to him yesterday. But I was so caught up in my head. I didn't even notice that he was acting strangely. Yay, me too. But I asked him yesterday to talk at lunch today. At that moment Motoya came out of the classroom. He looked at the two. Let's go to the rooftop and eat lunch. The three went to the roof. They always made lunch there because they were always the only ones there. Osamu put his jacket on the bench and sat next to it. Kiyomi sat on the jacket. He gave Osamu a peck on the cheek and began to eat. Motoya sat down across from the two and smiled at the two. It's nice to see you both so happy again. I am very happy that you have found each other again. Thanks cuz. I'm happy about that, too. That you were always there for us. And I'm sorry we weren't there for you. That we were both so in our heads that we didn't listen to your problems. Toya, I'm sorry too. I noticed yesterday that you were acting a bit strange, but I was so worried about Omi that I forgot to ask you about it. I'm also very sorry that I've behaved so badly in the last 2 weeks that you couldn't talk to me or Omi about your problems. That's fine. Do not worry. I was able to talk to Kagai. His face fell after saying Akagi's name. What happened between you and Kagai? Did he do something to you? If so, I'll kill him. I slept with him. Yay, finally. Osamu jumped up in joy. But when he looked at his friend he noticed how sad he looked. He sat down again. Did he hurt you? Or why are you so sad? Sumu, why are you happy that I slept with Kagai? I could destroy Kita's and Kagai's relationship with it and with it the friendship between them and you. Why? Why should that destroy our friendship? And I don't care that you like one of my best friends. As long as you are happy. Aren't you disappointed in me? I slept with someone else's boyfriend. Osamu looked confused. He didn't understand what Motoya meant by that. "'Cause you're family, I could never be disappointed in you, not because you follow your feelings. Toya, after everything I've pulled off, I'm the last person who has a right to be disappointed. But I don't understand what you mean. Akagi isn't in any relationship. Hasn't been for a long time. Akagi and Kita are in a relationship, aren't they?" Osamu started laughing out loud. He doubled over laughing. He held his stomach. When he calmed down he looked at Motoya and started laughing again. Motoya and Kiyomi looked at Osamu in confusion. They didn't quite understand what was so funny about it. Kiyomi nudged Osamu in the side. "Sorry Toya? But that's the dumbest and funniest thing I've heard in a long time. What's so stupid about that? Aren't they together? No? That's ridiculous. They are like brothers. That would be like hooking up with you or Suna? That's disgusting. Shit, then I've totally fucked up. What did you do? I ran away when I woke up in the morning and totally ignored him? That's kind of a dick move. But if you explain it to him, he will understand. You should call him right away. Clear up the misunderstandings and get you a boyfriend." "You are right. I should call him before it's too late." Motoya tried to call Akagi all day but to no avail. Osamu also tried it a few times. He also tried to call Kita but the two had turned off their phones. At least that's what they assumed, as it always put them straight to voicemail. After school, the three friends went to the hotel where his brother and Suna were staying. When they were in the hotel elevator, Osamu's phone rang. "Hey Kita? Finally you call back. Why are you and Akagi ignoring me? I'm sorry. Akagi needed me. We had turned off our phone as Akagi wasn't feeling well. Your friend used Kajai for sex and then totally ignored him. That wasn't like that. Why didn't you called me? Kida, I could have helped. And didn't you think that I might have needed you too? You know Osamu and Suna are here. Do you know what day today is? What I have to do? I know we're not as good friends as we used to be and I know it's my own fault, but I thought I could count on you guys when I need you. I thought you would support me when the day comes. I was ready to speak to Osamu. Tsu, I'm sorry, but Akagi wasn't feeling well. I know and I understand that, but I could have used you today. I'm so damn scared and I couldn't talk to my best friends about it. I understand that you don't want to talk to Motoya after he just disappeared, but it's not my fault. Today I felt like I was left alone again. If Omi hadn't been by my side all day, I wouldn't have made it through the day. Utsuma's breathing quickened. The fear of losing his best friends suddenly came up again. His autophobia suddenly flared up. The idea of his best friends abandoning him made him panic. Kida could hear Utsuma panicking through the phone. He called his name and tried to calm him down. He heard the phone hit the ground. Kiyumi took Utsumu in his arms and held him tight. Motoya picked up the phone from the floor. Utsumu. Kida, it's Motoya? I know that you and Kagai are mad at me and I understand that. I'm an ass because I just disappeared and didn't get in touch with Kagai. But that's no reason to ignore your friend. Utsumu is meeting his brother today and he could have used some encouragement from you guys. Please take care of Akagi and tell him how sorry I am. I will apologize to him for everything and explain to him. But today is about Tsumu. He needs me more than ever before. I understand. Can you give Utsumu the phone? Motoya hands the phone to Utsumu, but he still hasn't fully come to his senses. Motoya put the phone to his ear. Tsu, I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you. But everything will turn out fine. You are ready to listen to your brother and no matter how the conversation goes, you have a wonderful boyfriend who always supports you. You have Motoya who does everything for you and who will always be by your side no matter how much time will pass or in which direction your life will develop. You also have Akagi who loves you very much and you have me. I will always love you and always be there for you. I promise that I'll call you next time if I or Kagai aren't feeling well. It wasn't our intention to worry you. I was just so worried to see Akagi in such bad shape. You know that Akagi is usually very strong when it comes to feelings. That's why I only thought about Akagi yesterday. And when you were in the hospital I didn't want to burden you anymore. Utsumu picked up his phone himself again. He straightened up again. He grabbed Kiyumi's hand. It's alright, Kida. I know it wasn't on purpose. It was just bad timing. I'm just stressed. I should hang up. I need to calm down before I go to Osamu. Utsumu hung up. He looks at his two friends and smiles at them. When he looked at the elevator door he noticed that they were already on their way down again. Guys, we're on our way to the lobby again? Shit, we missed our floor? The door opened. When they saw how many people wanted to get in, the friends decided to get out. Motoya and Utsumu stood on either side of Kiyumi so no one could touch him. The friends looked around and saw that many wanted to use the elevator. Should we walk or wait until there are fewer people? Walk, I guess. Otherwise we'll be even later than we already are. I bet I'm up there before you. Toya. Bet? The two ran off. Kiyumi just laughed lightly and followed the two. He took his time. He definitely wanted to avoid bumping into anyone. When he got to the third floor, the two were sitting on the stairs. Both were out of breath. Kiyumi just laughed lightly. Didn't you overdo it a bit? That's your fault. If you hadn't pushed me hard yesterday, it wouldn't have been a problem to run all the way up. Haha, of course it's my fault. I begged you to keep going. That was right and not the other way around. Shut up. Come on, get up and keep going. Osamu must be waiting for us. Carry me, baby. Please? Osamu used puppy dog eyes. He knew that always worked. Kiyomi sighed and held out his hand to Osamu. Osamu climbed onto Kiyomi's back. Kiyomi carried his beloved one more floor up. To the door. Motoya knocked and they waited. You know I would have liked to be carried too. Then you'll have to find someone else. Kiyomi Sakusa is already mine. It's rather the other way around. You're mine? Osamu laughed. He buried his face in Kiyomi's neck. He tightened his arms around Kiyomi's shoulders. Yes, baby, I'm only yours. You and only you alone. You are the only one who can call me his. The door opened. You both are sappy idiots. Hey, come in and sit down. Hey, Osamu, Suna. Baby, do you have to go to the bathroom for a second? Do you want me to help you clean so you don't have to touch anything? Kiyomi looked around and thought about it. He didn't want to take more time away from his lover than they've already lost. But Osamu knew his lover well enough to know exactly what to do. We just need a moment. We'll be right back. Osamu took Kiyomi's hand and led him into the bathroom. Kiyomi took off his jacket. Osamu took the jacket and put it in his bag. Kiyomi started the water and washed his hands and underarms. Kiyomi actually started scrubbing his arms properly. Seeing this, Osamu quickly went to Kiyomi and took his hands. Baby, it's good, I'll do it. Just let me get your soap out of my bag for a second. Kiyomi had a disinfectant soap that he only used when he felt dirty. Osamu took the soap in his hand and started washing Kiyomi's arms. Once clean, Osamu took a towel from his bag that was in an airtight bag. He took Kiyomi's arms and dried them. Baby, are you feeling better? Yes, thanks Osamu. Sorry, I was a little overwhelmed by the crowds in the lobby. Osamu put his hand on Kiyomi's cheek. He gently stroked Kiyomi's cheekbones with his thumb. I know it's not easy for you to be here. I know that since you were in the hospital your condition has worsened again. That's why I put your emergency thing in my bag. It's a bad time to be here now, but I want my brother back. I'm scared if it's not today that I'll lose him forever, but at the same time I'm scared about having to talk to him. But do you know why I will still make it despite the fear? Osamu looked deep into his lover's eyes. His expression was full of love. Because I have you by my side. I'll overcome any fear as long as you're by my side. You're right. Let's go out. Your brother is waiting. The two went back into the room. The three friends sit down next to each other. Osamu and Suna sat down on the bed together, facing the other three. Osamu clung to Suna. He was very afraid of the conversation. Osamu, I want to hear what you have to say. After that I'll tell you everything I've had to go through because of you. Want you to listen to everything even if it hurts. Because I suffered a lot more. Osamu flinched upon hearing those harsh words from his brother. Suna tightened his grip on Osamu's hand. I can't say enough how sorry I am about the whole thing. There's no excuse that justifies what I've done. No matter how much I wish I could change the way I treated you, I can never change that, and I can never make it up to you. Many have told me that if I explain to you everything that Samira said and did to me, you will be able to forgive me. But the reason why I treated you like this doesn't change anything. I hurt you and made you want to kill yourself. There is no excuse for that, and nothing can make it up to you. I am your brother and I should have believed you, or at least listened to your side. No matter how angry or disappointed I was, I shouldn't have turned our team and Suna against you. I'm so sorry I ruined your life. Because of me you lost everything that was always so important to you. You are right. Because of you I lost the team that I loved so much. I hurt Kida because of you, and because of you I hurt the love of my life. Your reasons and feelings don't change the fact that you hurt me deeply. It doesn't make things right again or that I'm suddenly fine again when you've told me everything, but I want to know. I want to know what Samira did to make my own brother hate me. I don't hate you, I never did. After I heard that Samira cheated on me, I was so angry and I thought it was you. I was so disappointed. She told me she cheated on me with you. I didn't want to believe her, but she showed me pictures and I couldn't deny what I saw. I was disappointed and I was angry, but I never hated you. I never could hate you. No matter what you would do, I will never hate you. I know it was wrong what I did, but I truly regret it. I want to hear everything from the start till the end. I want to understand what happened. I need to understand. I will tell you everything. I was insecure about myself. You were always the better twin. You were always kinder than me. You were always kinder than me and always better at volleyball, and you were always more popular than me. You had Suna by your side and all his attention was only on you. I was so jealous. I liked him before I got together with Samira. After I got together with her, she was the only thing that was just mine. After she told me that she cheated on me with you, I got so angry because I thought the only thing that was mine was taken away by you. Are you fucking kidding me? You treated me like a piece of shit because you were jealous. You treated me like that because you were insecure. Osamu stood up. You could see the anger on his face. He let go of his companion's hands. He clenched his fists together. Tears ran down his cheeks. Tears ran down Osamu's cheeks as well. He couldn't look at his brother. He hung his head. He clung to Suna's hand for a little support. And now you have the audacity to cry on me. And now you don't even look at me when I'm speaking to you. Osamu let out a strangled sob. He broke down in front of his brother. The harsh words of his brother pained deep in his heart. He knew it was not going to be easy to talk to his brother. But to see the anger in his brother's eyes make it so much worse. You are like everyone else. You thought I was that confident cheeky asshole. But the truth is I never was that confident. That was always just a facade. I thought you would know me better. Do you think I tried to kill myself because I was so confident? I tried to kill myself because I was fucking insecure. You think I was the popular one? Everyone just wants to be friends with me because of you. Because they wanted to be friends with you, not because of me. Yes, I am better at volleyball than you, but only because I work for it day and night. Osamu, stop, he has enough. Stop torturing him like that. It's hurting him enough. Osamu got up and stormed out of the room. He slammed the door behind him. Suna held Osamu tightly in his arms and tried to calm him down. He was surprised on his sudden outburst. He never had seen Osamu that angry. It was unusual for the setter, especially since Osamu always tried to protect his brother from getting hurt. Suna wasn't able to calm his lover down. Osamu was crying so hard. Motoya and Kiyumi stood up. They grabbed their stuff and went throughout the door, following Osamu. After they stepped outside, they found him on the ground crying and breathing heavily. He was curled up into a ball. He hugged his knees tightly while crying his heart out. After hearing those words from his brother, he couldn't restrain himself. So we already reached the end of part 13 already. I hope you like that part. I can't thank you enough for all the support I get from my community. I have an Instagram account where I will make updates and where I will upload smut scenes. Omis_Itsu99. Join my Discord server. I'm occasionally in the voice channel. If I am in the voice channel, I will announce it on Insta. Link is in the description. I apologize for the grammatical errors. Write me a comment how you liked the story. Don't forget to follow. If someone wants a video, please let me know it. I will try to write your ideas as best as possible.